They have a lot of questions for you, but I want to do a follow-up because you mentioned Leonard Nimoy. I don't think there's a person in this room who will argue with me when I say you and the Monkees should be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Thank you. Hold on. It might be your fault that you're not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And I'll tell you why. I want to challenge this. How many interviews did you say Leonard Nimoy played Mr. Spock? He wasn't. He was an actor playing, you know. We were actors playing. Could that have taken away?
No, that has nothing to do with it. I know why we've not been nominated. Well, I think everybody probably knows why, because basically of one particular, one of the original founders of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And no, it doesn't have to. You know, actors playing actors. The closest thing to what the Monkees was now is Glee, which is a show about a glee club in an imaginary school. And we lived in an imaginary beach house. But like Glee, we could all do it. We could sing and dance and play, and they can. They go on the road and they tour, but you know, are they a real glee club or not? I mean, it gets to be fantasy and reality. No, the reason is because the Monkees came out of a very different place in that zeitgeist back then. And there are some, and there were some, and still are, who just didn't get it. They didn't get the fantasy. You know, the closest movie that's ever been made is Galaxy Quest. You've seen Galaxy Quest? Well, when I saw that movie, I was like, oh my God, that's the Monkees. You know, the cast of a TV show, and then the aliens say, we want you to come and save our universe. And our fans said, we want you to come and play and sing and save our universe. And we did. You know, the thing about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, it's a wonderful organization. I've done actually quite a bit of work, charity work for the foundation. It's a wonderful organization, but it's a private organization. It is like a golf club or something. These three gentlemen originally said, we want to start a private club. We're going to call it the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and we're going to let in who we want. And like a golf club, they have every right to do that. You know, it's not a democratic popular vote or record sales or every person in the record and music industry voting. No, it's a private club. And they have the right to let in who they want or not.
And whether it be the Monkees or yourself as a solo artist, you should be in it. This is the greatest rock and roll pop voice. McCartney might be close, but Fred Velez, we want to have the people asking questions. Raise your hand, he will come to you. Our first question, yes.
Hello, Micky. It's lovely to meet you. I wanted to ask a question, having come from the UK. It was lovely that you did the concert last year, but is there any plans to come and do it in the UK?
Well, there's always plans. Make me an offer. You know, there's always somebody that is inquiring, and it becomes, you know, an economic issue and a scheduling issue and a creative issue, and I mean, there's lots of. But I love, you know, I love being there. You know, as you probably know, I'm a huge Anglophile. I did Hairspray over there for the best part of a year or more. And I was just offered another musical, but I couldn't do it because of scheduling. I was offered another musical over there, and I love doing musical theater, and I'm sure I'll be going back over there to do that. And you never know, we could be going back over, I could be going back over. There's no definite date or plans right now, but there are people talking about it.
He may be coming to your town.
Maybe coming to your town.
Hi, Micky. I'm in the process of writing a book about your television show. and I'm just so thrilled to be able to ask you a question about it.
Circus boy?
I've actually cribbed the title from you. It's Monkey Magic, a TV show about a band. I'm so impressed by all the physical comedy and stunts on the show, but sometimes I'm also a little bit terrified. I'm just curious, did you have a stunt coordinator or safety harnesses, or what kind of preparation did you do for some of that crazy climbing and jumping and falling you did?
I don't remember. That's that old joke. I've seen it all, I've done it all, I've heard it all, I just can't remember it all. You know, I don't remember any specific incidents where anyone of us got like hurt. A lot of it was done in the camera, a lot of it in editing. I do remember in the movie Head, there were some major stunts, and yeah, we did have some stunt people doing some of the real major stunts. But you know, back then in that age, you know, and you think you're indestructible. I'm sure that there's like, yeah, I'll jump off that building, yeah, sure. But I don't remember any incident where we got terribly, anybody got really badly hurt. No.
Okay, I've got another question here. Now, I want to move into the audience, okay, guys? I'll make it easier.
Thank you. Hi, Mickey. I'm way over here. First generation fan from Boston. And I just wanted to say, this opportunity won't come again. As far as a vocalist, you are just second to none. You're one of the best rock pop vocalists of the last 50 years. There's no question about that. My question is, do you have any particular memorabilia, favorite piece that you kept from the series in your collection?
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, one of the actresses. Only kidding, honey. Yeah, in a trunk in my attic. Actually, no, I wish. I have all the scripts, the original scripts, including the pilot script, which was spelled Monkeys, until the marketing and branding people at Screen Gems said, well, then you can't copyright it and trademark it. So that's when they changed it. And my character in that script was named, I think, Carl or something, or Joe, or let's see what else I have some pretty nice stuff. I have my original black drum set from the '67 tour, from the first tour. I don't have the gold Gretsch set. I left it in my house when I moved because I didn't think I'd ever need it. I did. I left it in the basement. I was moving and I was like, what am I going to do with this old drum set? I got 5 drum sets, you know. So the original gold Gretsch set that was on the show, I don't know where that is, but I just found actually a very cool a piece. I was going through some old drum equipment, and I have a storage space and all this stuff, and I still have, like I say, the black set that I played on tour, you know. And I was going through stuff and drum heads, and I found a tom-tom head that has the set list. No, that will not be for sale on eBay. That's going, that'll be an heirloom for the children, or the grandchildren. What's that? Can't read it. It's the set list for the original tour, the tour set.
Okay, we got one over here.
Mickey, based on your great 2 solo albums you've just done and the tour you did with Mike last year, it seems that you're more creative now than you ever have been. I'd like to know, what do you see in the next 5 years musically as goals for you? What would you like to see happen to you?
Well, I don't really think of it in terms of goals. I mean, those two albums that you're referencing, King for a Day and Remember, you know, I didn't go out and solicit. You know, I never do really. Those were both instances where people came to me and said, we think we should record something. And I said, okay. Yeah, sure. Actually, I do have another CD that'll be available within a couple of months, I hope. It's live at BB King's. And we're going to release that, and then even maybe a DVD of the video, if it's not too disgusting. Yeah, it's live at BB King's for any of you that were at that show. And, but no, I don't necessarily have a goal. There's people that approach me all the time. One person has approached about doing a standards sort of album, and somebody else said, why don't you do a Harry Nilsson CD? I thought that'd be kind of cool. Dolenz does Nilsson. In fact, that was going to be the original name for the King for a Day album, is Dolenz Does King, but a little dodgy. My wife said, I don't think so.
Two more here and then I'll move out, okay?
I just had a comment more than a question. I just want to thank you so much for coming here and coming to the convention, because everyone has come from far away, other continents, to come and see you, and if people don't say thank you enough, we just want to